Urgent Cleveland Browns fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Cleveland Browns updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Browns fans, gather around because today we've got some unbelievable news that's going to shake up the entire NFL landscape, especially for those of us who bleed orange and brown. We're diving deep into what's happening right now with the Cleveland Browns, a team that's been through thick and thin, but now, it seems like the tides are turning. The offseason has been full of surprises, rumors, and some very promising developments, and one thing is clear. The Browns are not just looking to rebuild, they're aiming for something bigger, something special in 2024. Now, I know many of you have been asking about the team's direction, the new faces, the draft picks, and what these changes mean for the upcoming season. Well, today, I want to tell you all about one of the most intriguing stories that's been buzzing around the NFL and the Browns camp lately. And trust me, this is one you won't want to miss, not just because it's exciting, but because it could be a game-changer for Cleveland. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage a bit and talk about where this franchise is right now. The Browns, after finishing a very tough 3-14 season in 2024, are determined to bounce back, to turn the page, and to come back stronger than ever. Last year was a roller coaster, with plenty of ups and downs, injuries, and some tough losses that left fans feeling frustrated but hopeful. The team's management and coaching staff have been working tirelessly behind the scenes, trying to build a roster that's not only talented but also resilient, hungry for success, and ready to fight every single game. And one thing that's been a common theme in the offseason is the focus on adding fresh talent and young stars who can lead the team into a new era. One of those young stars that's been making headlines is none other than Shedeur Sanders. Yes, you heard that right, Shedeur Sanders, the former Colorado Buffaloes quarterback, who just had a phenomenal college season, leading his team to a 9-4 record and earning the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year award. If you follow college football closely, you know how impressive his stats were: over 100 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, and a playmaking ability that just screams NFL ready. And yet, somehow, despite all that brilliance, he slipped surprisingly down to the 5th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, picked at number 144 overall. That's a bit shocking, isn't it? Especially considering his college production and the buzz around him. Now, you might be wondering, how did this happen? Well, draft boards are complicated, and sometimes teams have concerns about a player's transition to the professional level, whether it's about his size, arm strength, or the system he played in. But what's fascinating here is the story behind Shedeur's draft journey, especially considering his father's legendary NFL career. Because if you know Deion Sanders, you understand that football runs in the family, and his story is nothing short of iconic. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, the legendary cornerback, and one of the most charismatic figures in NFL history, shared some heartfelt posts about his son after the draft. He posted side-by-side images of his own rookie contract from 1989, which was worth about $4 million back then, and Shedeur's new deal with the Browns, an impressive 4-year contract worth $4.6 million. That's a clear sign that Cleveland sees potential in Shedeur, and they're willing to invest in his future. Deion's caption was simple but powerful: "At Shedeur Sanders' proud father I am. I love my kids and I pushed my kids to be greater, to be better, to correct my wrongs and magnify my rights. My kids are built for whatever comes their way. We're prepared for whatever because I got them no matter what. Thank you, Jesus. #Dad." That post really captures the essence of what's happening here. Deion, a football legend, passing the torch, proud of his son's accomplishments, and confident that Shedeur can make a significant impact at the next level. If we rewind a bit, Deion's NFL career was nothing short of spectacular. Drafted 5th overall by the Atlanta Falcons in 1989, he quickly established himself as one of the most dynamic players in the league. He was a shutdown cornerback, an electrifying returner, and a player who could change the course of a game with just one play. Over his 14 seasons, he racked up 53 interceptions, scored 9 touchdowns on picks, and returned punts and kickoffs for additional scores. His accolades include 8 Pro Bowl selections, 6 first-team All-Pro honors, and the NFL Defensive Player of the Year award in 1994. Dillon's journey in the NFL was legendary, winning 2 Super Bowls, one with the 49ers and another with the Cowboys, and he remains the only athlete to have appeared in both a Super Bowl and the World Series, showcasing his extraordinary athleticism and versatility. Now, his son Shedeur is stepping into the spotlight, and the Browns organization is clearly betting on his talent and potential. It's almost poetic, isn't it? The father who dominated the NFL now seeing his son follow a similar path, but this time from the quarterback position, and in Cleveland, no less. But let's not forget the broader picture here. The Browns, coming off a tough season, are trying to turn things around with a combination of veteran leadership and young, promising talent. They've added key pieces in free agency, drafted some intriguing prospects, and are now banking on a fresh quarterback to lead the offense. Shedeur Sanders might just be that guy. Of course, he's got to prove himself in the NFL, and the transition from college to pro is never easy. But the talent, the pedigree, the work ethic, it's all there. And with the Browns coaching staff investing in his development, there's a real hope that we could be witnessing the birth of a new star in Cleveland. Now, it's also important to mention the team's current roster and how they're shaping up. Cleveland's defense has been a strong point in recent years, with players like Myles Garrett leading the charge on the defensive line. The offense, however, has been inconsistent, especially at the quarterback position. Deshaun Watson is expected to be the starter, but there's always room for competition and growth. Adding a young quarterback like Shedeur Sanders could bring a new spark, a new energy, and push everyone to elevate their game. The Browns' front office and coaching staff have shown confidence in their draft picks and signings, and they're aiming for a playoff run in 2024. The AFC North is a tough division. Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh are all competitive, and every game counts. But if Shedeur can develop quickly and adapt to the NFL's speed and complexity, he could be a key piece in this puzzle. The Browns are betting on his upside, and with the right coaching, he could become the franchise quarterback they've been searching for years. Let's also analyze Shedeur Sanders' playing style a bit more. He's known for his strong arm, quick decision-making, and ability to extend plays outside the pocket. In college, he displayed excellent leadership qualities and a calmness under pressure, traits that NFL teams highly value. His college stats are impressive: over 100 yards passing, 37 touchdowns, and a completion percentage of around 68%. He's also a dual-threat quarterback, capable of scrambling when necessary, adding an extra dimension to his game. What's really exciting for Browns fans is the potential of seeing him develop alongside the team's existing weapons. Cleveland's offense has some talented receivers and a solid running game, and if Shedeur can find his rhythm early, they could become a real threat in the AFC. The offensive line needs to stay healthy and protect him, but that's something the team is working on. The coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, is known for designing quarterback-friendly schemes, and that could be perfect for Shedeur's skill set. And, of course, we can't ignore the importance of the NFL draft in shaping the Browns' future. Last year's draft was a mix of hits and misses, but the front office learned a lot from those experiences. This year, they've been strategic, focusing on adding talent that fits their system and culture. Shedeur Sanders was an unexpected fall in the draft, but Cleveland saw something special in him, something that could pay off big time. The organization's confidence in him is reflected in that contract, and it shows they're willing to invest in his growth over the next 4 years. Now, looking ahead, fans are excited about what this could mean for the team's trajectory. With a new quarterback with a high ceiling, a solid defense, and an improved offensive line, the Browns are aiming for a playoff appearance, maybe even more. The AFC North is always competitive, but Cleveland has the talent and the motivation to make a statement this season. And with Shedeur Sanders under center, that statement could be louder and clearer than ever before. In the bigger picture, this story isn't just about one player or one team. It's about the evolution of a franchise, the legacy of a Hall of Famer passing down his knowledge and confidence to his son, and a city that's hungry for success. Browns fans, I know you're excited, I am too. The journey from last season's struggles to this new chapter is going to be fascinating to watch. Will Shedeur Sanders become the next great Browns quarterback? Only time will tell, but the signs are promising, and the excitement is building every day. So, as we wrap up today's deep dive, remember this: football is all about stories, about comebacks, about legends being born, and about the passion of the fans who never give up. Cleveland is on the rise, and with the right pieces in place, this could be the start of something truly special. Stay tuned because I'll be right here, bringing you all the latest updates, analysis, and news straight from the heart of Browns country. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Shedeur Sanders joining the team? Do you believe he can be the franchise quarterback Cleveland has been dreaming of? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading what you all think. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the Browns' future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're just getting started, folks. The best is yet to come.